What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Thing, and here's the thing. This is a little bit old, this isn't that recent news, But you have Jeff Bezos, taking himself up to the moon, or at least trying to. I don't think he put anybody on the planet, right? He didn't put anyone on the moon yet. All right. So he goes up in his dick craft, and I think it's a good thing. I like the privatized companies taking us to space because obviously NASA did it way back in the day, and they said they weren't going to do it again. And well, I don't even know if they said they weren't going to do it again, but they haven't really done it again. Humanity hasn't been to the moon in a long time, not setting man like footprints on the moon, and it would be exciting to start building on the moon. And why would we rely on the government for that? So I think it's a good thing, privatized companies going up to space is a lot better than the government doing it. The government is not really that good at doing things of that nature. The government's job is to protect the not the United States, but the United States government is to protect its citizens. That's the primary goal. Once you start looking for the government to do everything else, that's when you start to run into issues. And you see, when NASA is the one that's taken the United States to space, and they don't have any competition, they don't really have any reason to make sure the equipment is top-notch. They don't really have any incentive to really make that kind of investment, take that kind of risk, and go out and do that. So you let these other people who are billionaires, who actually want to do it, go ahead and launch their rockets off and go ahead and get that done. And I think that's better for everybody. You let the private industry in control of cars and vehicles, and look at Tesla. You let them in control of the phones, cell phones, smartphones, TVs. You don't buy a Samsung from the government. It would be trash if that was the case. It would suck. So I feel like people just hate billionaires. People hate billionaires unjustifiably, because they believe that the money is stolen, which is, again, this is a sentiment that is predicated on Marxism. You believe that the money is stolen and that you haven't earned that money, and you don't give any of that money back, is what they believe. So all the jobs that Jeff Bezos provides for the United States citizens is irrelevant, because he's making too much money and they aren't making enough money, right? That's the argument. And so they hate the rich. And that's one of the famous quotes. I can't remember who said it, but it was something like the Democratic Party doesn't necessarily love the poor and fight for the poor because they love the poor. They only fight for the poor because they hate the rich so much, which is kind of ironic because a lot of them get really rich. So I'm in full support of the privatized industry taking us to space, because that is going to be the best way to get it done. In fact, it's so stupid, because I guarantee if NASA hired Elon Musk to come in and work on their spacecraft, everyone would be fine with it. All the people that hate they'd be cool with it. They'd be like, yeah, we got Elon Musk in charge of this now. Like, we're really going to go places. Oh, but God forbid you give him his own power. Right? God forbid he has his own ability to do what he wants in space. So he's gonna bring capitalism into space. He's gonna bring corruption into space. Right? Billionaires are evil inherently, so them getting into space is just gonna corrupt the stars, right? Like he's Darth Vader or something. Like, you're letting Sidious getting up in his Star Destroyer up there. Like, he's gonna start taking over the galaxy or something like that. But in reality, it's going to be better for humanity. And guys, the faster we get those technologies popping off and you get to the moon, you start building on the moon, you start having all these different technologies and resources and things coming out, the better for humanity. The better for humanity, especially if the United States can get to that bitch first. You know what I'm saying? If the United States can get there first and start putting down, because it's like unclaimed territory. I don't really know what the rules are for the moon and who could be on the moon and who could take control of what section of the moon. I don't know if it's divvied up in any way, but I imagine if the United States have all these billionaires trying to get to the moon and building stuff on the moon, once you start putting flags there and colonies there, it's like, oh, guess what, guys? We own the moon. Now, China, you're stuck on Earth. We got the moon. We're going to the moon. Now we're going to Mars. You know what I mean? We're going to keep going. So we leave these other countries in the dust and we'll keep going. So I hope that that continues for the United States, and for humanity in general, because the boundaries that these billionaires can push can help humanity. They can help people in Russia. They can help people in China. They can help people that are our political adversaries or people that are communist in general, because a lot of them are being held captive anyway, like the people in Cuba who actually don't like it there. So we could benefit them anyway. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it. I say let them fly it, let them do it, privatize that section. Absolutely. It'll be better for everybody. Of course, it's not going to be without its flaws, just like everything. It's not going to be perfect, but the idea that the government's going to be perfect at it, that's a joke. Anyway, so that's it for today, guys. Till next time. Peaces.